Hello everyone, so after watching TPOT 12, I realized that there could be some potential arcs happening throughout the show. Today, I'm gonna go over all the arcs that could possibly happen and explain what I think would happen throughout them. Without wasting any more time, let's dive in. In the challenge, 2 told Gady and Pin that the team who got first place in the challenge would get Robot Flower as their new teammate. Unfortunately for the Death Pactors, they won the challenge and got Robot Flower as their teammate. I was thinking that the whole team would go against Robot Flower since she has Flower's personality from Season 1. They would always prevent Robot Flower from trying to cause a death every single episode until she is fixed. Personally, I think this arc could go well. It's obvious that Robot Flower would try to cause deaths, so this arc would be interesting. I still wanted Robot Flower to get out this episode though. Anyways, moving on to the next arc. In the episode when the teams were formed, Pen said to Tennis Ball that he would take care of the physical stuff. Needle disagreed by throwing basketball at Golf Ball, and the Pen threw basketball at Tennis Ball, which led basketball to fly into the air. Then in the challenge, Pen volunteered to go find something to put in the hole. Needle obviously didn't want Pen to get all the credit, so she decided to follow him. When they got to the forest, they found a tree and started hitting each other with it. That was kinda stupid. When they go back to Goiki with the tree, marker convinces them to put their differences aside and they work together. This is so far my favorite rivalry yet, better than Fury and Coiny, hell even better than Teardrop and Eraser. I would really love to see this in future episodes because these two jackasses try to one-up each other. Back in BFB, Book was being a complete dick to everyone on her team, especially Taco. She ridiculed her for abandoning her in BFB 3 and hasn't let it go until Gady finally told her off in BFB 13. When she was tired of the team, she thought Icy was on her side when she literally wasn't. This led to Icy hating her and switching to IS. In TPOT 1, Book wanted to reunite with her old teammates, but they didn't want her. Same goes for Icy, who just left. In TPOT 10, Book and Price Tag became close friends, and when Ice Cube sees them, she's just thinking about Book. In TPOT 12, when Book wanted to talk to Icy, Icy literally ignores her and wanted to be in an alliance with Eraser, Snowball and Grassy. If this arc happens, it's gonna be a big one. Icy and Book used to be best friends and now they are separated. I really hope they do more with this. When Eraser was trying to find a new rival, Snowball told him to find a person from another team to be his rival. Eraser decided to choose Bottle as his new rival without her knowing. In the challenge, Eraser was tasked with guarding the hole, which he didn't want to do since it was boring, so he decided to sabotage Bottle. But he didn't make it in time as Tree already threw her in the pit. Then he got thrown in there by Tree. When X offered Bottle a ride to the top, Eraser decided to go on X and jump on them so he could prevent Bottle from getting back up. Bottle thought he was playing a game, so she decides to join him. A few minutes later, Bottle and Eraser decides to jump so high that they escape the pit and they both get freed. This arc is so funny. Bottle thinks that Eraser wants to be her friend, but in reality, Eraser thinks that Bottle is still her rival. I hope this arc goes well. This one has to be the funniest one yet. In this episode, CloudyYAY kept constantly backing away from Golf Ball because she was suggesting that she should be the leader. Later on, she was asking too if there would be any materials. The team obviously backs away from her, but even 2 out of all people backs away from her. In the challenge, none of the team even listened to Golf Ball or even helped out with the challenge. They all thought that Donut should be the team leader instead of Golf Ball. This has to be the funniest one because they constantly avoid Golf Ball since they clearly know her history of being the team leader. I really hope they do more with this. I'm only gonna be going over 4 of the Exiters who I think will have an arc if they debut. Those 4 are Match, Pencil, Bracelety, and Lie. They're the only ones I think that will have a potential arc, and they are overall the most interesting. Let's start with Match and Pencil, as those two basically have the same arc. So for their arc, I think they'll constantly try to make it up to Book and Ice Cube so they can revive Free Smart once more. I feel like Book and Icy won't accept them right away because of how unfairly they treated them. So, they'll just make some new friends in the meanwhile and wait until Book and Icy forgive them. Eventually they'll find Bubble and Ruby and apologize to Bubble for treating her like shit. I think this arc could go really well because this could continue both of their redemption arcs and will make the fans love them even more. Bracelety is Ice Cube's #1 fan. She's probably the only contestant to be a fan of another character, excluding all of Loser's fans. Anyways, for Bracelety's arc, I think she'll have one connected to Book and Icy's arc. Allow me to explain. So basically, I think Ice Cube will befriend Bracelety for her to be her new best friend, like Book did with Price Tag, and every time Book would try to talk to Ice Cube, Bracelety will just prevent Book from ever talking with her because of everything she has done to Icy. If Ice Cube even tells Bracelety, this could form a little rivalry. Ice Cube and Bracelety versus Book and Price Tag. This sounds like a very fun rivalry and long arc that could really flesh out all 4 characters. This can give Bracelety the development she deserves. Out of all the Exiters, I voted Bracelety to rejoin, not only because she is underrated, but I watched Nacho's analysis video on Bracelety and it was amazing. Go check out the video, link will be in the description. Now moving on to the final arc. This is probably the one you all have been waiting for. Back in BFB 5, CloudyYAY got eliminated from the competition and let out all her anger on her team since she prevented the most death. She prevented 2,753 deaths out of the total 2,763 deaths the entire team prevented. Black Hole, Pillow, Bottle, Tree are the only original Death Pact members still in the game. CloudyYAY will probably have a grudge against them for getting her eliminated and will have a plan of some sort to get revenge on each and one of them. Not only that, but she might also go for the new Death Pact members for even being a part of Death Pact. This arc could be really interesting since CloudyYAY really wanted to prove herself back then, and now if she returns, she might go against the Pact after getting eliminated. But I really want Bracelety to join the game as she has the most potential in my opinion. And that are all the arcs that I think could happen. But some other characters like one can have some sort of villain arc, but we don't really know much about what she is doing. As for 3, we only saw them close a gate, so there's nothing interesting going on for them. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, consider dropping a like, make sure to subscribe so I can reach 2,000 subscribers. This is BTCG22, signing off.
Let's go, let's get Bracelety to join TPOT. The fan base is growing. No, you stupid son of a bitch.